On this chilly day, we're sharing a dish with you that's sure to have you coming back for seconds and maybe even thirds. We're so happy to have the owners of Wise County Biscuits and Cafe, James Wolfe and Lena Laskaris, here with us today, and it smells amazing.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
So what are we making today?
We're just making a little bit of our house chili.
Oh, just no big deal. It's no big deal, but it smells amazing.
Why, thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's it's getting colder out, so nothing better than a nice bowl of chili.
We figure around the holidays like this, it's nice to have meals like this that can be sort of made ahead and brought out as needed for dinner. So
don't you feel there really is something to it when it's cold outside? Don't you just want, I can't eat a cold salad. I need something warm. It just warms your whole body, right?
It really sticks with you. So this is an item that's on our lunch menu at the cafe, which has been sort of new to us because whenever we were at the farmers markets, we were really just exclusively serving breakfast items.
Right, yeah.
But this is a chili recipe that James has been making for years, and we were really excited to share it with everybody.
Well, I know with any chili, sometimes there are secrets. I know you can't reveal everything, but tell us what you're getting started with here.
Well, I browned off some meat a little bit earlier. I used both whole muscle and ground on the chuck, and then I'm caramelizing a little bit of onion and some garlic, and then we have some pureed tomato with a little bit of chipotle pepper in here.
So just get a little bit of that spice and
just a little bit of spice and a little bit of the smoke.
Oh, you can smell it. Oh, that smells lovely.
So we have this, and then we have a little spice blend of paprika and cumin and coriander. Add a little water to this as well. And ancho chili and chili powder, and there's also some ground coffee in there. Adds kind of a nuttiness.
Yeah.
Another layer of smoke.
And it goes so well sometimes with those flavors.
It does.
Too.
It absolutely does. And then I take my dry spice and I add it to a little bit of the reserved water here.
What a good idea. And that's
helps
just to help to blend it?
Absolutely, because sometimes you add that dry spice into the liquid, whether it's chili or whatever it might be, and you get little specks and spots.
It doesn't dissolve fully or mix in.
Absolutely. So just make a little paste of that, and then I just add that in.
Smart idea.
To the sauce.
And how long do you let this simmer for?
So once we get it all put together, it goes for about 25 or 30 minutes. Usually lid on, and then I will take it from there and take the lid off, and then I add some pre-fire roasted poblano peppers and
add your meat in there and get that all.
Bring the meat back in.
So is this a beanless chili?
It is, but as the recipe states, you can
add what you
can add beans, you can add.
I add beans to my chili too.
Whatever you want. And this recipe also does very well for if you don't want to do beef, you want to do turkey or chicken, you can do the same thing, or mushrooms. You can be completely vegetarian, vegan even if you'd like.
Yeah. We love the sort of textural contrast you get between the ground beef and the nice bits of chunk to it as well.
And this is awesome. And I want to ask you, Lena, if you could tell us about opening up your brick and mortar, because as you mentioned, you were farmer market based and pop-up based, and for the last 3 weeks, you've now been at your new home.
Yeah, I can't believe that James was saying it's 3 weeks tomorrow that we've been there, and we're just delighted. We're so happy. We don't have kids, but we imagine that this is just a little taste of what new parents experience, where we have sleepless nights that are just dedicated to thinking about the restaurant. But we have a great staff there with us. The neighborhood, we're in Allegheny West over on the north side, could not have been more welcoming. We've been busy since day one, so we're delighted with it. Everybody's been great, and it's really just a dream come true for us.
This looks lovely. And so tell us about some of the menu items. You mentioned being mostly breakfast-based before.
Yeah, breakfast-based. We have our biscuit sandwiches, which are still incredibly popular. James was able to add a fried chicken biscuit to the menu, which we can barely keep around.
Really?
Barely keep up with it, right? Absolutely.
And we have an order of Johnny cakes for the weekends, which are sort of like pancakes, but they're made with cornmeal, so you get sort of all those wonderful sweet nutty flavors of cornmeal, but then the comfort of the pancakes with some delicious walnuts on top. So lots of different options for everybody at the restaurant.
Absolutely.
This is exactly what I needed today. And you serve this with your biscuits in the name.
Yeah.
So tell us about the biscuits that you're serving with your chili and what you have on the menu.
Yeah, so the biscuits, we just have our classic buttermilk biscuit there. You can do our classic one, or we also offer a gluten-free one for folks who need it. And we love to serve it with a little bit of pimento cheese there.
I was going to ask you about
a
that.
really nice combo. I think it's sort of like a cousin of a grilled cheese and tomato soup almost.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, we love offering that for folks. We also have a little bit of our Hammerjack hot sauce, which are friends of ours, that we also sell on our retail shelves. We have just a small retail selection of some of our local favorites for everyone. So there's really just a little something for everyone there.
I feel like I need a standing reservation for lunch. I do. This is amazing.
Well, you have it.
And you guys are doing something really special too for the holidays if people want to order ahead?
Yeah, we have our frozen biscuits available. Starting next week, we'll have our sorghum biscuits, which are sort of a sweet spiced biscuit that we offer just during the holidays. And James makes a really delicious candied citrus butter to go with them. So it's sort of all those like spicy, citrusy flavors that you love to have during the holidays.
This is amazing. I feel like we need to cancel the rest of the show so I can just stay in here and eat with you guys. Thank you so much. Your talents are shining through.
Thank you so much.
If you would like to try out some chili or biscuits or other delicious items on the menu at Wise County Cafe, they're located on Galveston Avenue on the north side. They're open Wednesdays through Mondays each week through from 7:30 in the morning until 2:30 in the afternoon. We're going to have all this information on our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh. Coming up next on the show, we clean and regulate our drinking water. But what about our air? How can you protect yourself from pollution and the local groups leading those efforts?